We are going live. So welcome everybody back to Just Plain Crazy. I am Brendan. I am down here at DCRC for the day. So we're hoping to kill a couple seconds here while some people come into the group. But I wanted to give you guys, as you're coming in, an update on the MIG torture testing here that we've been doing. Don't forget, you can get one of these at the merch store or one of those, right? Got a plug, shameless plug. But anyway, so we're down here. A guy reached out to me by the name of Morad. He's a member here at this club at DCRC. So he invited me down because they've had some MIG issues, and he wanted to see the fixes and repairs I came up with for the MIG, and just wanted to update you guys. We've had 3 successful torture tests here on the MIG. We kind of really pounded it, poured the coals on, big loops, high power, you know, a lot of different things that we did to that. So I am going to pass you over to Morad, who's got to see it up close and kind of reassure you guys. So there's my new buddy Morad. So what did you think of the MIG flying today, brother?
I think it was okay. It did the job. I think the servo replacement did the job. But other mods would be always a plus, but not required.
Nice. So do you think we pounded it pretty good today?
Pounded it.
Confident in that thing?
I got my confidence.
Cool. Awesome. Awesome. So we appreciate your time letting us fly here at this awesome facility, so you guys can see 700 to 800 feet of paved runway, which was awesome. I spent a lot of time today sitting in that chair getting some nice photos, as some other club members did. We had some nice food, got in some nice flights, and you know, really enjoyed our time here at this field. So we're about done for the day, but I also got to give a shout out to my boy Donnie Clark from Wings of Williamsport. He loaded up all my stuff and said, hey, let's go over here to this field if you want to fly. I'll help you out. I'll drive you down. And without him, it couldn't have happened. So big shout out. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Brothers in the RC hobby. So before we close out, I want to introduce you to somebody. This is Nir Schweitzer. He is a pro builder. He runs a website called nearlybuilt.com, so you guys can check him out. He's a team pilot for ZDZ and JR and a distributor for Top RC. So I'm going to pass you over to Nir. Him and I have had some communications on Facebook back and forth before, and I've had a chance to finally meet him today, which was a great experience. We got a lot of great flights in, so I'm going to turn it over to Nir. Man, why don't you give us some information about what you do and your stuff?
Hey guys, nice weekend here in the middle of the winter, and we're having fun flying in my local field, DCRC, which is about 3.5 miles away from my backyard. And then it was great to meet, you know, the Just Plain Crazy guy that I know for a while and didn't meet before. So I appreciate you guys showed up over here in Maryland for a chance for the weekend.
Absolutely.
Next beer is on me. And then what I do for a living, it's a professional builder and a dealer for a few companies. It goes all the way from Balsa USA, all the way for Skymaster jets. I can build airplanes for you to paint, for me to get them as a turnkey. I'm a dealer for JR Propo, for ZDZ USA, for Top RC, Gator RC. I'm working with Vortex Windbag, Skymaster jets. Anything you guys need and interested, just feel free to call me, 301-257-9888, or you can find me on Nearly Build on Facebook or nearlybuild.com. It will be my pleasure to help from the ground up, and looking forward to hearing from you all.
Awesome. Thank you, Nir. I appreciate it. It was a pleasure meeting you. So as we flip back here, guys, you know, this field has been incredible to come here today, and it's good to have friends in the hobby that can, you know, help you out in the time of need. And as we're healing and getting better and spending a lot of time in chairs and just trying to heal and get better, it's good to have people reach out. But hey there, Jackson RC, how are you, my man? Beautiful location. So you can see today that you know, we got the AL out, and we put some flights on it today. We also got the rebuilt BAE Hawk, if you will, my Bay. I know that gets people just all kinds of worked up when I call it my Bay Hawk. But definitely repping some of the Motion RC, as you see as we go down through here. We also got some E-Flights, the Su-30. We got another built up Delta. So another AL, got some flights in today with Morad with that, really cool. And I tell you what, it's been a challenge here today, coming in to land on something different for me. I'm not much of a paved runway guy. I've really only flown off it once and it hasn't gone well. So to have the opportunity to fly here on a paved runway to 700, 800 feet long. Field's been around, this club's been around since 1932, one of the longest running clubs in the US. They have some really cool solar charging stations here. I've seen guys using them all day long. You know, tons of pilots here throughout the day, tons of stuff flying. Got to really just relax and have a great day getting outdoors. The weather is beautiful today, but you know, this field, as we watch this, we got another plane coming over. You know, it's kind of a challenge, really, as to line up over the runway from perspective and really utilize that rudder coming in to land, and then while you're working that rudder to get lined up in center to really touch it down nice. So it's been a challenge for me in the couple flights that I've had in today to do that, but a lot of fun, great club. Definitely will be back again. You see a little electric Delta wing getting zipped around there. All kinds of stuff. Beautiful, beautiful facility. But today's main purpose for coming out and hot in discussions as Morad reached out to me in RC groups. He said, man, your modifications you're saying on the MiG worked. And, you know, just like the F-14 guys, I spit it the way it is when I come up with fixes or things that worked for me. As an average modeler, the things that we're going to do with stuff, if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. And I'll tell you the truth. And that stuff worked. We pounded hard on the MiG today. Didn't take anything easy. Did some complete stalls with it. Vertical, let it flip on the tails and let them elevators, servos work hard. We did a lot of powers out of loop straight down, high runs over the field, knife edge passes. Really worked that thing over. And at no time was I like, oh, butt pucker factor of a +3 where it swallows your underwear. You know, the thing flew really well, really, really well. So that was the deal, and that was the whole point of coming down today. So again, you guys got any questions here for the guys that are on? I appreciate you hopping on and checking out the video if you're checking it out again after the fact. But beautiful facility down here in Boyd's, Maryland. You can reach out to them at DCRC. I think they got a Facebook page and a website. But MiG handled up well today. The airliners, man, they worked really good. Got a gyro installed in the AL, my first one ever. And this morning it was windy, so it was very, very beneficial to have the gyro. It was working hard, smoothed that thing out as good as it could. But I'm hoping we got some nice flight footage from here, and you guys will get to see some MiG flights, some AL flights, and we'll get all that stuff posted up. But, you know, you guys get to see here as we go down. You know, they still practice the social distancing here. They're good with that. Great facility, some turbine startup boxes here. So if you're into turbines, they fly turbines, they fly electrics, they fly UMXs, plenty of parking here. We grilled some hot dogs today on a skillet. We kept eating very simple. They got some startup benches back here, just plenty of space. And this place, they came to this club in 2000. So it's good to get the history around it, but the club's been in place since 1932. This is actually put in place as protected land, so you can't do anything with the trees or any modifications really here. But this facility was provided to them by, I guess, I don't know, you will, the public government, I guess, the city, whatever. So they have a facility here, and they had a lot of like cyclists around the area, and they stopped in. And I was talking to a guy today riding on a Cervelo, and he wants to get his kids involved just because he's seen us flying. And he was just talking to me about you know, just how do we get in, how do we get involved. You know, when it comes down to it, this was a big discussion we had recently on Facebook, back and forth. It gets very adamant. People just, you know, get a sim. I agree, sims have their place, especially in winter and bad weather and everything else. But guys, nothing beats getting out here in the fresh weather, meeting new people, meeting new friends. Again, I met a whole bunch here today at this field location, and it was nice to get out. If it wasn't for my boy Donnie, I wouldn't have been able to do it. But, you know, it's nice to have that camaraderie within this hobby. It's really, really cool. But, you know, encourage guys, get to the club, ask questions, see things, touch things, feel things. And then, you know, after you get the hooks in and you really start to show people what we're about, you know, then let's add the sim to it and make it all that much better. But there is no substitute for being out here in this fresh air, getting out of the house for a change, being able to sit in my, as you see, my little chair here to take some pictures and kind of relax and just have a good time at the field. So from down here at Boyd's, guys, you know, we got a Sioux rolling through the parking lot. I don't know if you can see that down there. Yep, there it goes. No nose cone on it, so he's just taxiing that thing around, getting a big start up there. But I appreciate you guys joining and hopping on. Again, it's Brendan from Just Plain Crazy. I know you guys are just plain crazy too. I appreciate you joining me. Check out all the videos. Check out the merch if you haven't. It always helps the channel. But from down here in Boyd's, Maryland, peace out, pilots. Happy flights.